Your current ALGS World Champions are Hyarka, Yuzako and Izadan. Together last year they formed the team of GoNext Esports and they surprised the world when they won ALGS Champs at Sapporo, Japan.
The chance, all bubbles, now in the slam! The slam for VP, but GoNext will hold! Zidane! It's Sykes! LG looking to claim their destiny, but it's GoNext who win it! They are your ALGS Championship!
But a lot of people felt this was undeserved. They didn't quite have the same support as the so-called big dogs of each region, teams like Alliance and Falcons, who a lot of people were expecting to win. And due to this, a lot of people hated on them after winning. However, I personally believe they just slid under the radar at the LAN. If you look at this post by Future Deathbox on Reddit, you can see that GoNext scores were actually on par with the average LAN winners. However, they'd enter Year 5 with a vengeance and actually a pay rise, now being signed under Na'Vi. Now, while their first week wasn't anything groundbreaking, they did come forth with a very solid performance in EMEA. I want to focus on their second week, which was actually just last night. So allow me to take you through one of the most dominant performances in EMEA history. Game 1. They would early rotate to the zone and secure themselves quite a good spot in Bionomics for the end game. From here they'd look to do the typical and go for damage and any early picks they can find. Even getting 1 KP on a team rotating.
One flash, one dead.
This zone call would get them to the top 6 without doing anything in round 5, and this is when Izadan decided to let the Julie speak for him and show they weren't only good for positioning.
Cut dead! We got portal on! We got portal on! Come back to me! Thomas!
With some great ultimate usage to rotate the Ash TP and the Catalyst wall, they would take high ground and just have to third the last 2 teams fighting to take home the game. However, with the team on low ground resetting and Hyarka taking a Kraber shot to their brain, the tides were suddenly turned on Na'Vi and they had their back against the wall. However, with the team on low ground unable to get up to them fast enough to get any impact off this Kraber shot, and Yuzako doing an amazing Ash TP to reposition for a res, Na'Vi found themselves with an edge on the fight again.
Mag is one.
Despite a little bit of whiffing with the G7, Izadan would go back to his trusty dual pistols to win the game. This 7-kill win would put them in 2nd place overall, as ExoClan did have more kills with their 2nd. Going into game 2 now. They would make a rat play onto a very unfortunate team who was actually running away from another team at the time, and I believe that picked them up 2 KP with the other team Alta TPing away.
That to Alter! That to Alter portal! The cast is cracked!
They would find themselves another long-ranged pick. Yuzako and Hyarka would then bully Aurora until they died. Sadly, none of them have their VODs up, so I can't get you a clip of that. Now, at this point, the zone was closing. It was round 5 and they were on the very edge. Yuzako had to go for an insane portal to get them into a good spot, and that's exactly what he did. And after they took the portal, they would then anchor down in a... It's a little bit of a scuffed spot, but they got the Newcastle wall down and they could definitely survive for a little bit. Which I just want to say, improvisation like this on a broken moon, a map that it was its first day in ALGS, the first time it was played in ALGS, it's quite impressive. Using Vertnade as opening damage, they would then take a 3v3 onto their team above them for a much better spot in the zone.
What? Castle on left! You can res, he's resing also, careful top team! You can res! Play that wall, and careful my wall! Point bat!
They would then take another 3v3 onto a team on low ground.
What's so bad? You can res. Give me the Q. I played so bad, that's my bad.
And this would be the first 3v3 they lost today, which is really impressive. This was by all means still an amazing game. They dropped 11 kills and got 5 points from placement points, meaning they were on 16 points this game. Amazing. Game 3. They would find themselves in an early 3v3 this game with 20 squads left, taking a trade.
Watch over me. The cat is here in the open. He's one. On top.
Both teams would reset.
Careful and IP in the back. Taking tip.
And I'd restart the 3v3 with an EMP.
Mapping him. Toss.
Sadly, the other two players would run away and they would only get 1 KP from this. They would once again take a trade, reset, and pick up another 2 KP. Just a quick little reflection here. I'm actually really enjoying making this video. Like, I'm not that familiar with this team, so watching this has actually shown me how good they are at 3v3s. And if you're a doubter, I suggest you watch some of their gameplay. I couldn't make this video without all of them. Izadan on Twitch, Hayaka on Twitch, and Yuzako on Twitch. I'm pretty sure they're all the same names. I'll link them in the description. Make sure you check them out. I did message him on Twitter asking him if I had permission to do this video. He hasn't responded, which I don't expect him to. You know, he's probably a busy man. But yeah. Big shout outs to them. If you guys want me to do more videos like this where I review match days where people popped off, let me know. They would yet again win another 3v3 with exceptional ultimate usage.
Bangs low. I want the top. Ban me. No, one's on me, elite. The cat's on me, the last one. He's waiting on my ping. You got this.
However, with Hayaka going down and Izadan not having his cat wall to help him cross, they would be a duo for the foreseeable future. However, even as a duo, this team couldn't be stopped.
In front of us. I'm cracked one. Crypto one. Dead. To knock. I'm aping. They're getting fucked. They're dead.
They would get quite a fortunate reset. And then get straight back to killing people.
Fight together. No, Fuse is low. He's aping you. Fuse is low. He's here. He's on my ping. He's low HP. He's the last one. 1v1.
And would go from being a duo at like 10th.
Dead. I'm on HP. Bring back. I'm gonna die to the Bengal. Give me knock. It's 1v1.
To Izadan once again clutching a 1v1 to win the game. This would be their biggest game yet, dropping a 28-point banger with 16 kills. Moving into game 4. The map was now Storm Point, but that didn't stop them making any more insane rat plays. On top of that, Yuzako even secured a kidnap, which I thought was long gone in ALGS. They would chill in zone all game before getting aped out of nowhere by a random team and leaving Yuzako on his own as a Wraith to rat the game out. However, Yuzako is the GOAT, and he would not let this stop him popping off this game.
That died. That's my lizard. Fuck them.
With one of the cleanest 1v3s I've ever seen. That kunai knife at the end really made it better. However, he would then sadly die, getting 5th place with 5 kills. Now this is where we all get to give Battlefy the praise it deserves as such a good website, as the official Battlefy website is telling me they came first this game, which they evidently did not. Despite getting the kills right, it's telling me they got first. So fuck you, Battlefy. And this definitely isn't a mistake on my end, because other sites show different, like Apex Legends Status and even Liquipedia. So I will, at the end, add up their games myself to give you the official points tally of what they actually got, because it's very fucked up across the sites. Game 5. Now, some karma would come their way and Izadan would get ratted on himself and they would find themselves in a 2v3.
These guys 1 HP, one's bottom, one here, both together, help together. I'm giving you the camera from the top. He's here, every day. He's trying to thirst for his life, he's trying to give everything to thirst.
For Hayaka and Yuzako to somehow win. They would speedrun their next 3v3.
Left one's one, left one's one.
And then the next 3v3 too.
Sorry you. Oh my god. Okay.
I'm swimming with you.
Oh shit, okay. Where is that?
And these 3v3s would put them in an amazing position to just rain down damage onto other teams struggling to survive.
Left him in! Left him in 10!
And once again, they would display their exceptional knowledge of how to play endgames. Like, this shit is crazy.
I'm going with 6 Sako. On top!
Let them in. Chill.
I need to almost off. I haven't looked at the Arca.
There has to be a solo somewhere.
It's a solo on you, Sako.
Yeah, I'm under, I guess.
I killed on you. I'm not.
I'm
using.
taking the left.
He's
Oh,
on you.
Rampart.
He's on you, Sako.
I kill him, Arca.
I need help, I need help, I need help.
No.
He's dead.
Nice.
Dead, dead.
Fight.
Can you fight them? I'm mapping left. I'm mapping left.
He cracked me.
I'm ready to Sako.
Rampart low.
We are the best team in the world. We are the fucking best
No,
team in the fucking
I'm
world.
not.
Now, after dropping a 17 kill bomb in Game 5, they were hyped. They had done, I believe at this point, 100 points in 5 games, which is impressive. That means they were literally, they were doing better than averaging every game a win with 12 kills. If they had won every game up to this point with 12 kills, they would be on a lower score than where they are now. That is fucking crazy. Game 6. Now, sadly, all good things do come to an end, and they couldn't wrap up their perfect day, losing their first 3v3, leaving Zidane as a solo.
I'm fine. One here, one time mapping, one's outside. You can take TP back, by the way.
One inside. Outside.
Yeah, take TP back.
He's on eight. He's in the-
For them.
He would then end up dying trying to rotate into the zone, popping a res.
Let's try.
And that would wrap up their amazing day. I can confirm from my math they got 101 points in 6 games, and technically 5 games considering the last game they did get 0 points. On top of that, they won 3 of the 6 games, and I just want to show the man Yuzako's stats. On his own, Yuzako dropped 10k damage and 31 kills. Do you know how crazy that is? And as a team, they had a fucking 55 kill day and, what, 23k damage? Probably up to 24k with the extras. That's fucking mental. Although it is on Battlefly, so it might be a little off, but either way, it can't be that off. Now, as I said earlier, go show love to the boys. I'll link their Twitches in the description. They popped off. They deserve it. And if you're still doubting that they deserve that ALGS, I think you need to just watch them a little bit more, because you'll see some of the plays they make, especially that IGL, he's insane. It's great.